Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be something again very different from what my channel is all about. So as you all know, my channel is a makeup and beauty related channel, but today's video is going to be not something about makeup, beauty, skincare, bath and body, hair care, nothing of that sort. Today's video is going to be something about just life and things which experiences teach you. So the past 3 weeks I would say has been very tough for me due to certain reasons which I will talk about. But first of all, I want to share a disclaimer right in the beginning of this video that if you're someone who is not into watching such kind of videos and all of that, then please just close the tab, just close the video, because this video is not for you. Then if you are a regular subscriber and you love watching my makeup and beauty videos, I am really sorry, because this video is not one of those. But I will definitely come up with 2 new videos next week on Wednesday and Saturday, so definitely stay tuned for that. And if you haven't watched any of my other previous videos, then you can probably go and check some of them out. If you're someone who's not into even makeup and beauty and you just randomly came across this video, and you're not someone who likes like serious topics and discussions and people talking about real life and stuff like that, then again you can definitely go and watch other YouTubers who are a lot more fun. Maybe go watch stand-up comedy, because I feel everybody loves watching stand-up comedy nowadays. Go watch some of Kenny Sebastian videos, something of that sort. Or maybe if you want something more entertaining, go watch mostly Sane or Prajakta Kohli. She is amazing. But then this video is definitely not for you. This video is for those people who would want to know what other people have, like their opinions and their experiences about more serious things in life, things that you may or may not have, like you might have already gone through these things, or something like this might happen with you in the future. Because I feel no matter what a person shares or says, or it's not important that what you say a person, like in what state you see them. For example, a person might be really happy on the outside, but you don't know what is going on in the inside. And I'm also one of those people who doesn't really share that much. Like there are very few people who know every single thing that is happening in my life and who I am as a person. Just very few people know that, because I'm not an open book. And this video was very difficult for me even to film, and just sitting in front of the camera and sharing these things. Like when I imagined all this happening in my mind, like the last night I was contemplating about whether I should even film this video or not, and I was almost not about to film it. But then I was like, you know what, does not matter. I think doing this will kind of help me grow as well, because I will learn to just speak about my emotions and just be who I am. And the last 3 weeks have been just so difficult that it's been very stressful, frustrating, and it has also emotionally drained me out so much that I'm kind of done with just dealing with all these issues. But I also wanted to share this with you guys, because might be there is someone out there who's also going through a similar thing. Maybe some issue in your family, maybe friends just like mine, or maybe some relationship issues. You never know what. And that's the reason I wanted to share all these things with you guys. So there are 3 particular incidences which are kind of interrelated, kind of different from each other, and I can't really talk in depth about them, because I also have to preserve the identity and integrity of all the people who I am going to be speaking about. And this video is not to insult any of them or to pull them down. It's just because I have to kind of give you at least an outline to make it more helpful and for you guys to understand. So yeah, I will share like a very brief outline, but I will not go in depth. So talking about the first incident, which happened a while back now, I would say, and it's been going on since a very long time as well, so I kind of got used to it the entire time. And basically what lesson I learned from that particular incident was that it's very important for you to know to just understand a person before getting really attached. So what happened in my case was that I got attached too soon, and then when that particular person got distant and started mingling with other people and just kind of forgot me in the process, that's when I felt very bad, and I felt that I wasn't enough for that person. But what you need to understand is that you never need to be enough for anyone. If you're not enough for anyone, then you don't need that person in your life. You can just cut the relations. It's as simple as that. And even if that person is the only friend you have, like if your best friend does that to you, it's still going to be the same thing. It's better to be friendless than to have a friend who's just there for the sake of it. And this a lot of people have taught me throughout my life, and this person was also just one among them. And I think that's what I learned, that to let go. If you feel that you're actually clinging to someone, just stop, just leave. Just you might want to discuss this or not want to discuss this, but find a solution. And just make sure that you're not a burden on someone, you're not suffocating someone else because of your emotions and your feelings. And also respect yourself enough, because you deserve that respect. That was the first incident. Moving on to the second one was, it was more about how my trust broke. So I'm the kind of person, like I mentioned, I don't tell everything to everyone. I'm not an open book. But I this particular thing which I shared with that person, I had told very very few people, and that person was also one among the people I shared it with. And what I did not expect was that my feelings and emotions become the talk of the town. That is something which I totally did not expect, because when you tell something to someone, that is supposed to be between you and that person and not become news for the public. So when my feelings and my emotions and everything that I felt became like the talk of the town, I was very very shocked, like really shocked. And that kind of taught me that when you trust, like be very sure about who you are trusting. And maybe you feel this person who you share things with deserves your trust and can be trusted. But before you trust someone so much and tell so many things about yourself which are really close to you and which mean a lot to you, be very sure whether you can actually trust that person or not. And I think every single person in their lives has gone through something like this. And I think you learn only after you experience it yourself, because it's not like every single person is that way. So you need to be just very careful about whom you trust, and I learned that. So I feel the list of people whom I tell things and just share things with and trust, the list is just started decreasing and decreasing and decreasing day by day. And I hope not, but you never know, one day that list might be empty. You can just never tell. But yeah, that is all I had to say. It was majorly trust that I learned. Like I learned whom to trust, how much to trust, and what you should share, what you should not share, and all of that. And the third incident, which happened very very recently, in fact it's not over completely. I'm still going through that phase. I'm still in that phase. Like the earlier two incidences I'm done with now, but this one it's a little more intense, a little more close to me, a little more painful. And yeah, that's it. So this particular incident, I can't really say anything about it, but all I can say is that this particular person taught me that sometimes you are just blinded by emotions, friendship, love, and all of that, and you can't see the real picture. So this, like, whatever happened was because I was blinded by those emotions, and people were constantly telling me that open your eyes, look at it, but I could not. For some reason I was just so blind that I did not see. And when my eyes actually opened, it was kind of too late, and I was too close to that person, too attached. And yeah, so that came as a very very big surprise, and I wouldn't even say surprise, it was a very very big shock. And this person also taught me a lot of other lessons which are kind of interrelated. So another thing which I learned is that if you have two friends who are not directly related to each other, like one of them is your school best friend and the other one is your college friend, don't ever try playing matchmaker between the two. That is just like cooking a disaster, like cooking a recipe for a disaster in your life. Trust me on this one. Because it can happen that one person is using the other for their own motives, and for them to gain something out of it. And that may or may not affect you a lot. And it can just spoil relations in the end. And maybe the person who is being used is not at fault, and if you see that, you're lucky, because you might probably be able to save the relation. But if you are not able to see that, then you end up losing not just one person, but you end up losing two people. And yeah, so it's just very important that, you know, just regulate the amount of, like, all these different incidences just teach me that regulate how close you are to someone, how well you trust someone, what bond you share with every person individually, and just a lot of other things in the process. And yeah, this just also teaches me that, you know, see where you are being respected, how you are being treated by people. And just, I mean, I won't say that never use your heart and just never feel something for someone. Like, if someone shares their pain with you, then just ignore them and be like, you know what, it's just useless, and just don't think about all these things. Because honestly, there are people who are not extremely strong, like, emotionally, and when they share something with someone, they put a lot of trust into that, and they kind of expect that, you know, the front person will listen to them, will understand them. And when that person does not, it's heartbreaking. It's very, very, very heartbreaking. So I won't say that, you know, become very rigid. Understand people, understand their emotions, and be kind to them. Like, if someone shares something with you, then being kind to them, understand them, listen to them. And that person may or may not want advice, but may just want someone to listen to. And then again, I'm kind of contradicting what I said earlier, like, about trust and all of that. So it's not necessary that you share this with a person, and maybe whatever happened with you happened with someone who is very close to you, and you don't have someone to share with. Like, if you fight with your friend and you have issues among yourselves, and that person is your only friend, and you have issues at home also maybe, and you can't share these things, or you might not be very close to your parents, and you have no one to talk to about it, you feel very, very lonely, then you can definitely write something like a journal or a diary, share your emotions with that diary, make that diary your friend. Because a diary will always listen to you, will never give you advice or, you know, tell you that you're wrong, but it'll just listen to you. And once all those emotions come outside, it makes you a stronger person. Like, for example, right now, I was fortunate enough because I still do have some people with whom I can share all of this and share what I feel. But then it also kind of helped me a lot filming this video and sharing all of this with you guys, because I really hope that it helps you, and in some sort of way, like, even if this video helps one person, then it's like my purpose is just accomplished. And yeah, I just felt very, very good sharing all of this. I feel a lot lighter now for some reason. I don't know why, because thinking that this can help someone else out there who watches my video, it just makes me very, very happy. And I think you definitely go through all these things. Like, every single person goes through something like this in their life, like I already mentioned. So it's just something which you need to accept, and you need to know that your life is not perfect, and you always have ups and downs. And I feel more confident that I will be able to, you know, sail through these ups and downs, and at the end it's all going to be fine. It's all going to get better at the end of the day, because if it's not a happy ending, then it's not the end. This is a quote which I have always read a lot as well, and also believed in a lot. So yeah, I think that was the end of this video. I don't know how helpful it was to you guys. Definitely let me know what your opinions are on all these things in the comment section down below. If you want to have like a chat about this, I would love to, and I would love to talk to some of you guys about this as well. And yeah, that was it for this video. I can't link any products today because I'm not talking about any products, but actually about people. But yeah, definitely do subscribe to my channel for more such videos, which wouldn't be like this in particular, but yeah, for beauty videos, definitely do subscribe to my channel, and also hit on the notification bell button, because whenever I post a new video, you'll get a notification. And yeah, I'll also leave my social media handles in the description box. I have an Instagram and a Snapchat, so you can follow me there. And yeah, that was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.